Alright, we're playing for the World Cup of Pokemon again. This is game 3, and I'm using a Dragonite offensive team versus Team Belgium. Let's get right into it. Alright, this is kind of like a balanced team, so we have Dragapult, Great Tusk, and one thing I'm really happy about, well not really, we have Dragonite with Hurricane. So Dragon Dance Hurricane is an interesting idea. It mainly targets Great Tusk, and they did bring it, so that's good. They have the Samurott Hisui, and it might be Choice Scarf. It doesn't feel like the type of... For a hyper-offensive team, you would go Focus Sash Lead like how I do it, but this could be Choice Scarf, because it doesn't look like a hyper-offensive team, but it could be. It could be Sash Lead, Booster, Great Tusk, maybe Dragapult Screens, maybe? The Zapdos feels a little odd on a hyper-offense. This could just be offense. I have Grass Knot on Valiant, doesn't help here. Terra Dark, this doesn't help versus their Valiant. I don't think this is a great matchup. What I'm really gonna have to look for is maybe winning with Dragonite or winning with even Terraflying King Gambit is actually kind of good because I can Sucker Punch Zapdos. So that's the good part of it. I can Sucker Punch Zapdos if I need to. Yeah, let's just lead Samurott here. If they lead Samurott too, that creates a very interesting situation. Maybe it is a hyper offensive team, and I'll have to start looking at maybe Screened Dragapult even. Well, I have Infiltrator on my Dragapult, so that's kind of not a big deal. But I do have to be careful about that Hisui and Samurott over there. Okay, Zapdos into Samurott Hisui, and we'll learn the speed stat of Zapdos. So either it's tanky or it's not. We'll get the Ceaseless Edge off either way. So they do outspeed. Don't paralyze me. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, that's good. So we do get it off. We know it's a fast Zapdos. Yeah, they're probably just going to U-turn into Great Tusk. I'm going to edge to deny Roost in the sense that if they keep trying to Roost, I can keep getting stuff up. Yeah, that's fine. We've gotten Zapdos weakened for Dragonite, so Dragonite's looking good. Terra Normal Dragonite's looking good. Now the question is, what do we go to here? Because we got Zapdos weakened for Valiant too, which is huge. Getting Zapdos weakened was... Samurott's done its job. 50% in a spike, that's good. I'm going to go to Dragapult here. I'm going to substitute on Zapdos. It can't really touch us, and I want to get the chain going of Willow and Hex, because they don't really have a lot of switch-ins into that. I will ultimately have a speed tie with Dragapult at the end here, but I'm okay with that. Okay. This could be Scarf. So we'll get the Willow off here. It's not Scarf, okay. They're going to get a Ceaseless Edge off. They're probably going to get more off too. Is it Valiant time? They're going to Ceaseless Edge here. The problem is going to be that Scizor. With Bullet Punch, it does well here. Is it? No, it's definitely not time to Terra Fairy. It's too early for that. Or is it not too early for that? Long term, I'm not sure Valiant is ever going to be able to break through Scizor. So I think Dragapult's more valuable than Valiant here. So I'm going to go to Valiant on the Ceaseless Edge. Okay, that did 8. I have set up opportunities here. I'm going to Swords Dance. They're going to Razor Shell. They go straight to Zapdos, so that's good. Well, this could be Terra Fairy, but I just take it. I take the Zapdos here. This is straight up good because I can Terra out of the weakness to Bullet Punch. But I get staticked. Okay, that's not ideal. They probably go to their own Valiant here, I would think. Yeah, that static really hurts me here. They go to their own Dragapult. So Iron Valiant's a sitting duck. I'll have to go back to my Dragapult for a speed tie. That's gross, but I guess I'd have to do it. Shadow Ball, that's Choice Specs. The question is, do I go for my speed tie? Because they could be modest, but they're probably timid. You need timid for Zamazenta in the meta. So I could try to force a speed tie or go for King Gambit, but I'm not sure King Gambit's a winning idea with Iron Valiant still alive. What I need to do is I need to get Dragonite to lure Great Tusk, and I can win late game with King Gambit. So for that to happen, is the solution forcing a speed tie? I don't want to be forcing a speed tie, but is that better than leading King Gambit? Because King Gambit's not touching any of these Pokemon. I'm going to try and force a speed tie here. I'm not sure it's the right play, but I feel like I've gotten at such a large disadvantage. I have to go for it to try and make up. I really feel like I have to go for it. Yeah, they're gonna sacrifice Samurott here. That's fine. Okay. I'm just gonna Dragon Pult. Yeah, there's no point substituting on a Ceaseless Edge. We're healing back up. They're gonna go to Mr. Iron Valiant here. And I want to be able to set up the late game King Gambit. That's what I'm looking at here. Terra Flying looks good. I may not outspeed the Scizor. It really depends. I may or may not. There we go, Mr. Iron Valiant. So I don't want to go to Golden Go on a knockoff and just die. So I'm willing to trade here. Even if they Calm Mind, I have Extreme Speed Dragonite to Revenge Kill late game. That's not what I'm concerned about. I could go... Nah, I don't... Yeah, they're physical. Okay. I go to Golden Go and I just make it rain. If they're Terra Steel, they're Terra Steel. They don't beat me still, but... We both still have our Terras alive, which... Okay, we are EV'd to live. There we go. We're EV'd to live. We're very defensive Golden Go, and that's the whole point. So I think they might have thought they get the KO on that, but we eat that. Now, the Dragonite, and they've used up their Terra, so Dragonite with Hurricane is looking good for that Great Tusk here. King Gambit will have to figure out a way to get Dragonite to beat the Great Tusk, and then the King Gambit can beat the other Pokemon. But we need to position Dragonite Tusk. That's what we need to position here, which is not the easiest thing to do. They go to Dragapult here. Okay, interesting. They Shadow Ball, okay. Is the play Dragonite now? I don't think it is. I do think it specs Dragapult. I have 90 seconds. I think the play is King Gambit, but I don't know. Because I don't want to be weak to Bullet Punch later. So they have to switch out, I think, to Great Tusk. I'm going to go for the Dragonite play. I don't think they should be Shadow Balling into King Gambit, or they're going to Fire Move maybe. I'm really not sure. I want to get the 5th Fallen. There we go. Here we go. And we want to hit this. If we hit this, I think King Gambit can sweep late game. But we have to hit it. Here we go. The Dragonite. Can it lure the Great Tusk? Can it do it? Got it. All right. Let's go. Whew, okay. Now we have the Sucker Punch for the Dragapult. We have Sucker Punch for Dragapult and its choice specs. So we don't even have to worry about like a Willow or anything. So that means very... but the thing is, if Scizor has superpower, close combat or something... Okay, they go to Dragapult. That's what I'm worried about. The Scizor can have... close combat. It surely has close combat, I would think, right? I don't know if I'm faster than it. I really don't know if I'm faster than it. It's going to come down to that Scizor. But I just don't know. I don't know if I'm faster. That's the main thing. I want to keep my Terra flying for that Scizor. Yeah. I'm just going to Earthquake for damage. Okay. And I believe what's stronger... I'm just going to Hurricane into Scizor trying to make it switch. Here we go. King Gambit time. Here we go. I do believe the Scizor outspeeds me and has a fighting type move. I do believe that. I don't know, but I do think it could be true. I think this is the right path, but I don't know enough to make the decision. Okay, here we go. Look, if they out... I have to go for it. I think this is right. If they Bullet Punch me, they won't KO. I'm like a King Gambit. There we go. And wrap it up. Dragapult's gone. I think it's specs. I think it's specs, right? I have... Yeah, okay, good. GG, and we win that game all the way down to the wire. The Hurricane Dragapult came in clutch. And that's how it goes sometimes. Thank you guys for watching. We're 3-0. My regular season is over. Hopefully we make the playoffs. I'll keep you guys updated.